What do you think are the biggest challenges in building and maintaining this robust, cohesive type environment and infrastructure that makes all of these things work in tandem?
Budget, money. What we have as owners that we want to spend? And then it comes down to what's my ADI, what's my return on investment? I think the biggest challenge you have is really taking the time and really putting a plan in place as an owner. Most owners right now, they know about Wi-Fi, but they don't know how critical it is. Cellular, it's just out there. And all of a sudden, they've got all these connectivity needs that they haven't really thought through. One of the first things that has to be done is to put a plan together that really looks at your whole ecosystem of IT. The brands all spend a lot of good time trying to do that. But then when you get into ownership groups across brands, how are you going to deal with that? But those are really some of the very first challenges that have to be done. And I know you have some insights on that too.
Yeah, I think when you're trying to overcome these challenges, a lot of times it's selecting the proper infrastructure, but then it's how that deploys and what the invasiveness of that solution is on property. Whether there's structured cabling costs, whether there's disruption or rooms that are out of service for extended periods of time. And then if we're talking cellular, carrier adoption and bringing carriers on board. There's hundreds of examples where a property invested maybe $1 million plus in a distributed antenna system, invited the carriers to join, and then the carriers didn't join. Over 67% of DAS systems have one carrier. So that's not a neutral host experience for your end users, and you can't control what carrier your customers are bringing onto your property. Now, you can solve for 2/3 or 1/3 or the whole pie, but the reality is that's a big barrier in selecting a solution to move forward with regards to advanced wireless networks.